Hi, this is Kara with Project H3, and today I just want to briefly talk a little bit about anxiety. First and foremost, please don't think that anxiety is always bad. Anxiety can actually be very helpful. It can be the thing that pushes us to study when we have a big test, to prepare really well when we have a speaking engagement or project at work, and it can also be something that cues us in when there is danger and we need to act quickly. So anxiety is very normal and very human. And there will also be times in your life when your anxiety is going to be heightened compared to others just by natural circumstances going on in your life. For example, a pandemic. It's very common that many of us are struggling with more anxiety than we normally would have if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic. So allowing ourselves to accept that anxiety can happen and is not always bad is an important step in understanding your relationship with anxiety. But I do want to just point out what some of the common symptoms are of anxiety and let you know that if you are struggling with these on a consistent basis to the point that they're interfering with your life in some way, that's when I would encourage you to seek some professional help locally from someone that can appropriately diagnose you and then help you get the treatment that you may need. So some of the most common symptoms can include feelings of excessive worry, frustration, irritability, feeling on edge almost a lot. It's very future thinking often. So it's a lot about the future and things that you cannot control in the future that have not actually happened yet. Okay. It can also present itself physically through headaches, stomach pain, tension. People often with anxiety can have hypertension as well. Panic attacks themselves often feel like heart attacks. People just can't breathe. And the more they focus on feeling like they can't breathe, the more they can't breathe, which just is an ugly circle that you get stuck in. And one of the other really common things that I see a lot with anxiety is what we call in our field catastrophizing. So hence the name. Catastrophizing is when you take something small and turn it into a catastrophe. I see this happen with people with medical issues. Like you wake up in the morning with a small headache and you decide within a few minutes that you're probably dying of something because of your headache. Or in relationships, here's an example for relationships. So you text your partner and they don't immediately text back. Most of the time we can rationalize that. Maybe they're busy, maybe they didn't have their phone on them. But if you're struggling with anxiety, especially regarding the relationship, it's very possible that you will start thinking of all the things that could be going wrong as to why they're not texting you back, right? Like, oh my goodness, they don't care about me anymore. Why aren't they texting me? Who are they with instead? What if they're with someone else? What if they don't really care about me and we've got to break up? Can I afford to break up with them? How am I going to handle this? And that would be catastrophizing, okay? So it's very important if you do start recognizing that you're starting to go there, that you're able to stop yourself and just refocus your brain on something else. I find grounding techniques to be incredibly helpful with that. We will be doing a video and a blog on some grounding techniques that you can actually use when you start to get stuck in some of that anxiety thinking. But again, I just want you guys to know that anxiety itself is not a bad thing. It is completely normal to feel, and it's very normal if many of us are feeling some anxiety right now, especially at this time. But if you are concerned about your anxiety levels, I really would encourage you to reach out to someone and get some help for that, because it can be really, you can feel really trapped by anxiety. And there are definitely a lot of ways to address it that can be so freeing. Thank you so much.